All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Fashion Experience. This is International Red back at you. And the name of the show today is Doing the Right Thing. And the right thing for me to do is a few people I have to cut loose. With only one particular that I have to cut out my life because he steady want to be negative and dropping lugs and being negative and being a player hater. You know, you give people chances. This person I'm talking about knows who he is. He's been a friend of mine for 50 years. You know, when you've been a friend of somebody for 50 years, you know when they do things to just hate on you, it's just something they do, but despite, you understand me, that they don't want to congratulate you when you're doing good. When you're happy as you ever been, you understand me, in your life, and you're doing great, if somebody's a friend, they're going to commend you on that. They're going to be happy for you. They say to themselves, that's the right thing to do, is to be happy for that person, because you want happiness in your life. So if this person has happiness, then you congratulate him on it. You don't hate on him. You understand? You know, if he's doing, because, hey, you might have more material things, you might have more money, but you see that don't make you happy because you're miserable and you have all those things. Me, I have less money, but I'm happier. I'm happier as I ever been when I had a lot of money. So I know that money does not make you happy. That's why when somebody asks me, what would you rather have? Would you rather have money or would you rather have love? I'd rather have love and happiness because, hey, you know what I mean? If you got love and happiness, you know what I mean? Hey, that's all you need. The rest will come. People don't realize that. The rest will come. If you're happy and you're in a good state of mind and you're positive thinking and you're on the way, you're going to get money. Money going to come. All those things go. You understand me? They attract happiness and peace of mind and joy and all those good things, they attract money. So, see, you don't have to worry about that. That's not something you do. When you're chasing money and you put money amongst everything else, then you're not going to be happy because you understand what I'm saying? You don't value what truly makes you happy. You don't value that. You see? And that means I'm not going to hate nobody in my life, interfere or disrespect me in no kind of way. I don't care if it's family or it's a friend, whoever it is. If they're not in my life to win with me, then they're not with me. And they'll get away. I'll cut them off. It'll be over with. Like this friend I'm talking about is through. It's over with. There's no more chances. We're over for real. You understand? Because you give people a chance. That's why people that I fell out with, I can never fall back with them until they change. If they don't change, then it ain't going to work. I know this. So why would I want to go back and forth with that back and forth? Stealing my joy and making my life miserable, you know. But the thing is the right thing to do. The reason why I think they show the right thing to do, my queen always gives me ideas because she does the right thing most of the time. But it's another person that I'm strictly talking about right now. Is he does things and most of the time it's the right thing to do. But I'm going to tell you something. You got to look after number one. You got to be first on the menu. So he's worried about what these other people are doing when they go to, when they have their checks and money going to the store. It goes to a store. You shouldn't worry about it because it's going to a store because those people are in an addiction. They're in alcohol and they know they don't have money and they ain't managing their money and they know they'll sell everything they got if they have it. So they need somebody to hold their money or to give them credit product there. So the store man does that. That's that Dolphin mentality. People do that when they're not responsible. That's simple. That's simply why they do it. There's no other reason why somebody would go to a store and pay high prices for something that's right on the corner from where you're at than to go to a department store or go to a grocery store and get things reasonable. You know what I mean? The reason why they don't do it is simply because they're not responsible. If they're responsible, these people mostly are homeless. They don't have a spot. They're in the street, so they go to the store and the man cashes their checks or do whatever he does. He gives them a line of credit. And then because they get their money, they probably spend it right away. They don't have any. So he does, and then when he gets the check, he takes all the money they owe him. So see, they're staying broke. They're staying in a rut because they're paying high prices for the stuff they buy from them. But that's because those people are not using their head. They're not doing the right thing. You see, they're not doing the right thing. The right thing to do is go to a bank, get you an account, go shopping. And these are things that's responsible. Responsible people do that. But that's not being responsible. But then there's some people that be too responsible. What I mean by that is they'll go to a big store that has this, things in bulk, and they buy it in bulk, right? And you're one person. You don't need all those things. But you're trying to say you buy in bulk so you don't have to go to the store for a whole year. Who wants to not go shopping for a year? Whatever you had to be spoiled. First of all, going to the store frequently is an activity for an older person to do, to get them out the house, to get them to do things. That's some things, that's the only joy some people have, is going shopping. When they go out shopping every week or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's part of living. If you're scared to go out the house, that you got to buy everything up to last you a year, you know what I mean? That's you got a problem. That's not the right thing to do. I can't see that being the right thing to do. Even though you think you're saving money. Look at the space and the freshness of the stuff is not fresh after a while. And then who's to say you might want something else next week? You don't want all that what you done bought all the time. You settle eating that same thing all the time. You know? Here you got, things, the soups and stuff like that. And that's all you got because you got a bunch of it at a discount. But you don't want to do that. That's not having choices to make you happy. You need to, first thing is your happiness. You need to think about your happiness. And shopping and all that contributes to your happiness. When you go shopping, when you go out every day and put clothes on and dress up, or whatever you do, if you don't put clothes on and dress up, whatever you do when you go out and hit the streets, you should be going out there to feel good. Go shopping or whatever you do. You ain't got to spend money within your range. Don't be trying to be too economized too much by buying a bunch of stuff. And then you have the money, but you're giving money away to people. You're giving people money away, but then you're living like a bison. That don't make sense. Get your money, spend your money, enjoy yourself with your money. You tell me this is another thing you told me. You said you hit this guy that's doing something for himself, and he won't do it. You see? But then you give him half of what you got that you do because you did it. But man, don't help that person. If he don't want to help himself, let him go. Because you being a fool. You letting somebody walk over you, then they ain't got enough respect to go get their own stuff and get their own stuff together. You gonna give him half of yours? No, you got to be a fool. If that ain't your wife or your man, you ain't got no business doing that to him. Then you a fool. Because you don't give people stuff if they're not worthy. You know what I mean? That's not the right thing to do. Some people think they're so kind. People take kindness for weakness. You're a gentleman. You do good things for people. So you think that that's the right thing to do. No, you don't let people make a fool out of you. People say, I give people $1. I might not know I give them $1 here, $1 there, whatever. They might be in their disease. They might be whatever. It don't make no difference. I'm paying my dues. And I'm doing what I can do, what I can afford to do. I'm not going out my way helping somebody. What they do with the money, that's their business. Because I know I've been in their position before. I've been in my disease, and if I'm going to get a drink, that's my business. If you give me $1, don't worry about what he's going to do. If a person didn't help an alcoholic or a drug addict get their fix or whatever it is, they would get sick, and then there wouldn't be no way. If you've been there before, then you understand that, so then you help those that are in it then. Because they may not be out of it. But by you helping them, you still keeping yourself focused, and you still getting your blessings. You still being blessed, you understand? But you don't never overextend yourself helping somebody else. You come first. You take care of you and yours first. Your family, your friends, I don't know about them. It all depends on if they do you like you do them. But my circle is real small. But I'm just saying, I'm not helping people as far as that go like that. I might give them information as far as going to help themselves. Then they have to go help themselves. They have to do for themselves. They have to go and take the initiative to go get some help. If they not go and get the help and you give them the information and they refuse to help it and you steady helping them, no, you crazy. You foolish. That's not the right thing to do. You don't give people some of what you got, and you had to go through the changes and go through the sacrifice to get it. You don't do that. That's the wrong thing to do. I can't commend you on that because that's not right. You know what I'm saying? When you told me that, I didn't say nothing about it. I thought to myself, why would he give somebody help? I mean, if that's your man, then I understand it. But if that ain't your man, you shouldn't do it. If that's just a friend, you don't do it. I know people have relationships with people, so they do what they do, and they do it because they're trying to buy love or whatever they're trying to do. That's on you. That ain't the right thing to do, but that's on you if you do it. You know what I'm saying? Just like another cat, you send him a bus ticket to get up here. Is he paying you back? I bet he ain't. I mean, that man would be stuck wherever he at, and he would have to get himself together. Tough love. He's an alcoholic. He's a drunk. He's a misfit. He ain't to be dealt with. You got to give them tough love. If you're going to help them with tough love. All you that easy sympathizing, getting money, you just an easy mark. That's all you offer them people. They look at you as a mark. Another cat you give $10 to, and all he is a bum on the street. He don't want to get a spot. He sleeps in the street every day, and he looks for people to help him. I was giving him $1 to take my picture. He ain't got enough sense to go from the pier up here to where I'm at to get the dollar. If he think I'm going to go run down there to give him $1, he can forget it. And I don't care nothing about the man. If I ever see him again, it's too soon. Because I'm telling you, these people that don't take care of themselves, they don't do for them. It ain't the right thing for me to do nothing for them. I keep on stepping. I do for those that do for themselves. You know what I'm saying? And I feel peaceful and I feel good about it. And I'm always going to look after myself as number one. I'm not putting nothing before me. And then I put my family right behind me. And my family is my Queen Beverly right now. And her granddaughter, and her son, people like that that's in her family. You know what I mean? But as far as my family go, I don't have nobody but my family that I'm close to right now. You know what I'm saying? As far as my sister in Arizona, we cool. But my sister here, I'm not even going to speak on it. But the point of it is, I'm fine with the way things is. Because they think things going to be back the way they were before. That's another thing. They keep thinking when we get back together, it ain't going to be like it was. Because I don't have no respect for a man, first of all. And I'm not gonna play like I like him or like I'm going along with this situation. I'm not even gonna act like that. You know what I mean? So it ain't gonna work. Cause I'm not biting my tongue. Cause I see how he was not there for me like I was there for him. You know what I'm saying? When you ain't a man, when you're a man, you're a man. When you ain't a man, I lose respect for you, and I've lost respect for him. So that's why I say it ain't gonna work, because I can't respect him like I did before. Cause I'm not gonna be faking. I'm real about this. I'm real what I do in my life. I'm real the way I live. And I'm not going to be no other way. You understand? And to do the things that's right, I try to do what's right. I try to be a gentleman. I try to be respectful to women. I don't use vulgarity. I don't cuss. You understand me? The main thing I do is mind my own business. I don't speak until spoken to. I don't go off just saying hi and talking to people. That's something I don't do, and I never will do, because I'm not trying to put myself in a position for somebody to say something hateful to me. So I just keep my mouth shut, because I know a lot of haters are out there. It's live and living. I meet them every day. Somebody got something smart to say about the way I look, and they be raggedy. So I know it's just hateful envy and jealousy. So I just stay to myself so they don't steal my joy, because I'm joyful and I'm very happy. I'm happy as I ever been in my life. And I've been young. I've had a lot of money. Had a lot of women. I had a lot of things that we thought that these things are supposed to make you happy. You know? And then I had a lot of drugs. I was doing everything I could do. That was not real happiness. Right now, I'm happy as I can be. It's all natural and it's all real. You understand the way I feel. And I'm not going to let nobody steal my joy. You know, I just cut them off. Cut them off, because misery loves company. And I ain't miserable with you. When you start talking about how we ain't this, no, don't put we. I'm not in your situation. You don't have no woman. You don't have no real friends. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't be a friend. You got to be a friend in order to get a friend. Me, I have friends, but my circle is small, because I'm not trying to have a big circle, because I want real, true friends. I don't want just people, associates, to be running around me wasting my time. I don't need that, because I can be happy by myself. I don't need to be running the streets. I'll be at home. I don't run the streets like I used to, trying to be around people. When I was at the chicken place, I did that, done that. That was all right at the time. I grew from that. The pandemic was beneficial to me. I grew and I learned from the pandemic. The pandemic made me a better person from it. So now I'm a winner, I'm a champion, and I am a king. You understand me? And I have a queen. And I know a lot of people don't understand that. They're jealous and hateful, because if you're not a queen and you don't have a king, and if you're not a king and you don't have a queen, then you ain't going to understand. Because it's not just, you know what I mean, saying you're a queen or king. You have to live the way, you have to do the right thing. You have to be the right way, and you have to have the right frame of mind. And you have to act accordingly. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. You know. But like I said, when these people always want to point at other people and say what these people are doing, your people, no. It ain't got nothing to do with creed, sexual preference. None of that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. Whether you're gay, straight, whether you're black, white, green, purple, you understand me, Chinese or Mexican. It has nothing to do with that. It has first to do with your character, the way you treat people, the way you act. And a lot of people, they don't act the way they're supposed to act. They don't do what they're supposed to do. They say one thing and do something else. You know what I'm saying? They talk all that talk, and then they go another direction. They say they're gonna do something and they don't do it. So I don't even waste time with those people. Those people that I don't even trip with them. If they say they're gonna do this, they do it. They go and do it. I'm not waiting on you to do it because I'm not worried. You don't influence me. I'm living my life and I'm living my best life, and I'm gonna be the best I know how to be. You understand me? And I'll be a champion at it. You understand? I'm living a good life, and I'll be happy and keep on doing with the right thing. You know, living a good life. And that's why, as long as I do that, and I'm not worried about haters and all them people, because I'll stay out their face. You know, I keep them out of my business. You know what I mean? And I don't care what people that understand it or people say, man, why you like that? And think I'm at fault? No, I'm not at fault, because I've been a good guy too long. I'm not a good guy no more. I'm not going to be no more good guys, because I know good guys get put in crosses. They be nice and people take advantage of them. No, that ain't happening with me. I'm right on my shot now. I'm right on top of everything. I'm on top of everything, and I'll tell you this on my shows. That's why I don't have a lot of guests, because I don't need to be having guests, because I got enough to say right now what's on my mind. You understand me? Doing the right thing. I'm doing the right thing, and I'm going to do the best thing. You know, and all that, you know what I mean? I do that. I open doors. I be a gentleman to ladies. I never disrespect them. You know what I mean? I do that. I used to say one time I grew from where I was at. I had a first chance. I got a second chance at a first class life. So now I'm living right. It took me years to get to the point in my life where I'm at. And I'm not worried. If you ain't trying to catch up to me and keep on point with me, then I ain't got time for you. I don't care who you are. I'm living my life, man. I ain't got time to worry about the next man. You know what I mean? What they trying to do and all this and that. You know, so many people try to follow you, and you let them in your life, and they'll make you look bad. You know what I'm saying? Because they try to be a carbon copy of you. I've seen that happen too many times. They ain't gonna do that with me, because I'm not letting it happen. I'm staying to myself, and I'm gonna be with myself and with my queen. You know, and the rest of them people I don't care nothing about. I ain't trying to prove nothing to them. I don't care, because I know who I am and I know what I am, and I do what I do. I don't do this sometimes. I do this all the time, 24/7. You know what I mean? Just like I dress up every day, not some days. You know what I do consistently, and I do it with victory. Consistently and victoriously. That's how I do it, you understand? You know, and I talk to people extemporaneously, you see, so they know, you understand me, that I don't need no help in doing no show with nobody else. I do it like I do it, you understand me? Because I do it with the best of my ability. You know, in talking, I know how to talk good. You know what I mean? I'm going to LA this month. You know what I mean? I'm going to do what I'm doing, have a good time, be the best I can be. You know what I'm talking about? And have a good time and enjoy myself, because I'm living my best life. And that's what you got to know how to do. You got to live happiness for yourself. Don't be worried about everybody else. Some people, they don't have a life of their own, so they drown themselves in other people's problems and other people's situations, which I understand that. That's why they live it. If they're happy doing it, it's okay. I'm just speaking on it. It's not the right thing to do. I'm speaking on the right thing to do. Doing the right thing. So I'm saying it might be right for you, but it's not the right thing to do. And I'm not going to do it. And that's why I keep doing what I'm doing and believing what I believe, because I'm not going to let nobody make a fool out of me, because I know a lot of people do that. And you feel sorry and you help them. You help them if you want to help them. But it's got to be more to it than that. You know what I mean? Because you're going to give somebody half of your money. Something's wrong with you. You know, because I can't see the reason, the logic in that. And you doing that. But you do it, it's your problem, and I'm not worried about it. I just thought I'd talk about things like that, because you wanted me to talk about the people, like something's wrong with them because they let the store hold their money. One thing about it, they fair exchange ain't no robbery. They getting stuff from the store on credit, they paying interest. It's all good that they accept it. That's their responsibility. They're doing what they do for them. They're not giving nobody nothing. You know what I'm talking about? Think about it. They're not giving nobody nothing. The man is charging them for what he's doing. So actually, when you think about it, it's just the way they do it. It's convenient for them because they don't want responsibility. And it's close by, so when they get high and they stand on the corner, they just walk over there. They know they can sign a tab and they can get what they want up to that point. Actually, it's less easier because you don't have to have money, because if you can't hold on to your money, that's a more responsible way. So that's what people do when they're in a disease, when they're a drunk or alcoholic or a drug addict. That's the way they get by. You know, it's not, you know what I'm saying? So you can't blame them for doing what they're doing. They live in their life just like you do what you do. When you give people half your money and do all that old kind of stuff, and give people money that don't need it, just to give it to them. You know what I mean? Think about it. Nobody's perfect. Everybody does what they do. If you're happy doing it, you keep doing it. They're going to keep doing what they're doing because that's what they do. I'm not saying nobody's crazy. I'm not saying they're stupid to do what they do. I'm not saying you're stupid to do what you do. All I'm saying is do the right thing. The right thing. Do the right thing. And the right thing for you might be that. The right thing for me is something else. The right thing for those people that give those people they check at the store and they do that, that's right for them. Who's to say what's right and what's wrong? Who's to say you live a better life than they live? You know, happiness is a state of mind. How you feel and what you do, that determines who you are. It ain't got nothing to do with how the other person's living. The main thing you can do is don't worry about them. That's the best thing you can do, is don't worry about them. Live your life. Be the best you can be in the life you live. If you live in your life right, and you living happy and peaceful and joyful every day in victory, man, that's all you can do, you understand me? Is be as happy as you can be and be one to actually be grateful for what you have and what you're doing. Material things, if you living good and you happy, be happy. Don't let somebody steal your joy by telling you you should be here, you should be there. Because I did that 25 years ago. And that's why I had a fall. And I know that because I was living keep up with the Joneses. I didn't know no better. When you know better, you do better. You realize, you understand me, that having the big car, having all the jewelry, having all that ain't going to make you happy. You know, it'll make you feel good temporarily, but it ain't going to make you happy. You got to figure out what happiness is to you, what it means. It means different things to different people. You know, happiness means different things to different people. You see people in the Peace Corps. You see people that's really in the church. They might have one pair of shoes, one pair of jeans, and they keep them clean, but they don't worry about dressing or doing it. They actually go out and help people. They actually do missionary work. They actually do what's right. That's what's right for them. They're doing what's right for them, and they're happy. They're blessedly happy. They don't have nothing. They have the Lord. They have God, and they believe that, and they have happiness. They don't have a whole lot of responsibility. They don't have cars. They got a roof over their head and they got food to eat. Those are the only things they really need, where they can get a good night's sleep. These things, if you get a good night's sleep and you eating and sleeping and you wake, man, that's all you need. You can be happy. Man, I remember when I was in jail, I did 2 years, I was happy as I ever been. And I did 2 years in jail, I was running 10 miles a day. People wouldn't believe it. And I was incarcerated when I was 25 years old, I was young. But I didn't realize that, you know what I mean, that I knew what happiness was because everything was in order. I had a little baby girl. I had my wife. I was happy because everything was all right at the time. And the material things that I had before I went in, I didn't have them then. They stripped me from all that. But I had a state of mind because I was reading PMA and I was jogging every day. I was doing everything that was good for me and to do the time. Then as soon as I got out and got back in the rat race, I got caught up with the Joneses and all that. And got off track. And got back into drugs and drinking and all that stuff. Keep it on. See, there I know. See, I know now. That's why I be the best me I can be. Because I know what is and what's real and what ain't real. I know from experience. I'm 69 years old. I've been in the fast life 53 years. Man, I know. If I ever know, I know now. So I don't have to, go along with what people try to tell me what I need to do, where I need to go, and who I need to get along with. No, I get along with people that get along with me. If they don't get along with me and I try to get along with them, and throughout my life I did what I did, and did what and listened to them and gave them a chance, and I noticed that they turned on me, no, I let that go. I ain't never got to be friends with them again. I ain't never got to associate with them again. Because it ain't going to never be right, because I'm not going back to where we was at. And you're not changing. I see that you're not going to change. In 50 years, you didn't change. You ain't changing now. So I just leave you out of my life, and I'll be fine with it. You know what I'm saying? Because the first thing people got to realize is you got to look after your own self. You have to look after you, because ain't nobody gonna look after you like you will. And you got to, that's the first thing you got to remember. You got to love self first. If you love yourself first, then you can love somebody else. But you got to first have self-love. And by doing that, you got to take care of yourself. If you start putting other people and other things in front of you, then you're loving them more than you're loving yourself, then that's a problem. You need therapy, you need help. Because a lot of people, you know what I mean, you think they're smart and they're intelligent, they might have book knowledge, you know what I mean, but that don't mean they're happy, you know. You know what I'm saying? They got a lot of people that are, you know, thinking right, doing right, living the way they live because they're trying to be in a comfort zone because they're playing it safe. That don't mean they're happy. They find their happiness, like me. I'm bold, I'm courageous. I dress the way I dress and look like I look because dressing is my forte. Dressing what I like to do every day. So therefore, you understand me, I'm going to do it. And I know a lot of people say, man, you look like, man, why you wearing that? Why you wearing this? And people laugh and people do this. And then people admire me and people praise me. So I don't do it for them. I do it for me. You understand? And that's why I don't let that bother me with what people think about me one way or the other. But most time I'm a light on somebody's life. Most time people are intrigued. People are pleased and they like what I do and the way I dress and what I say. You understand me? Most of them like that. You understand me? So I don't never have a problem with people in life. You understand me? Because I do it right. But doing the right thing. Doing the right thing, you understand me? I try to do the right thing every day. You know, I try to be right with people. You know, I try to do that. But I'm not sanctified and I'm not no church going and, you know, like some of these people that go over the old boy where they go to the churches, go to hospitals, go to jails trying to help people and talk to them. No, I'm not doing that. I've been on that page where I realize that, you know, sometimes you try to save the world. All I do is live in this world and be happy in it. That's all I can do. I commend the people that do all that stuff. You know, that's good. Me, I'm just trying to be happy in my world. And mind my own business and stay in my lane. Mind my own business and stay in my lane. You know, that's hard enough to do. If you could do that and be happy, you live and you're doing a good thing. Because other people try to give you their opinions. They try to come into your world with all this negativity. And hey, I play past it. A lot of people I was dealing with, I don't deal with no more. You know what I'm saying? And I'm happy I'm not dealing with them. Because they show their true colors. You know what I'm saying? It's like anything else. If people can't be with you, they're going to be against you. If they can't stand up with you, they're going to turn against you because, you know what I mean, you outdoing them. So the only thing they do is turn away. Because they don't want you to outdo them. When they should be trying to do their own thing and stay in their own lane. They don't even try to compete. Because when you compete and try to follow somebody else and try to get in a race with them, it ain't no winning. Because there's always going to be somebody better that can do it better. There's always going to be somebody that's going to look better. There's always somebody better. So you be your best self. Don't compare yourself with nobody else. Be the best you can be. Don't worry about nobody else. You're in a race by yourself. You're racing against yourself. You're racing with yourself. Every day to be your best self, not nobody else. And that's what people don't understand. They steadily, understand me, try to put you down so they can be better than you. And that ain't helping them because all they doing is being in misery. They're staying in misery. And as long as they stay wrapped in misery, they're not going to find happiness. You know? They're going to stay in misery and they're going to find association with other people that they can be in misery with. So they get people that are not doing as good as them, they think. And it don't have to be financially. It could be like, you know, happiness-wise. That person can have a car. That person can have this. And if he's if he's miserable like you feel good because he needs you for a ride. He needs you for this. He needs you for that. And you can always talk about him and say, yeah, he's this, he's that, or whatever. Then you talk about him because he don't have no girlfriend or whatever. You don't have a girlfriend, so therefore, why would you hate on him when you know you guys both need to focus on your own self instead of worrying about him? Because one thing about him, he's a gentleman and a scholar, and he's never disrespectful. You're on the other hand disrespectful and talk about people and try to identify with losers. So you can, you know, so you can be to put them down so you can be better than them, and that does not work. So what I'm going to say now, I'm going to close my show and let you know that this is the International Red Fashion Experience, and this is Do the Right Thing. And the right thing could mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people. But be your best self. That's the best you can be. And that's the best you can do. International Red for the record. Fashion experience.